Hey, Jeff here, your YouTube reviewer of New England brews. Welcome back. Today, a brew from the Berkshire Brewing Company of South Deerfield, Massachusetts. This is a one-off special brew. It's called the Night Irene West Coast style India Pale Ale. And the reason I call this a special brew and a one-off brew is because it was brewed as a way to help assist with the cleanup efforts from Hurricane Irene, which went up the Atlantic coast in August of 2011 and caused significant damage in Vermont and Massachusetts and a little bit in New Hampshire because our areas are not as prone to hurricanes as some other areas of the country are. And of course, by the time it actually got to our area of New England, it had been, for the most part, downgraded to a tropical storm. However, it still caused a significant amount of damage in Massachusetts, Vermont, and parts of New Hampshire. And this is Berkshire's way of trying to help with the recovery efforts. $15 from every case of this that's sold in this area will go to local organizations to help with cleanup and recovery efforts following the aftermath of Irene. And if you recall, when Irene was going on in my area, I actually did a beer review for another beer, for a Narragansett that day, sitting on my porch with the wind blowing the trees around in the backyard. So anyway, so there's not a lot known. They don't have a lot about this on their website. Actually what I'm getting, the information I'm getting about this is from the Berkshire Brewing Company's Facebook page. Which is, of course, on Facebook, and they announced in December they were introducing this beer, and a few people asked a couple of questions, and one thing I found out through their Facebook page that the ABV on this is 7% ABV. They said about 7% ABV, and they use some Goldings and Chinook hops in the brewing process. So, without further ado, take a look at the BBC logo on the cap. The crown, as they say in England. There goes the crown. Okay. And a little bit of smoke coming off this. I see a bit of smoke and a little bit of foam inside the bottle. Pouring in the glass. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Very good. Put this here. A lot of aroma in this beer. I can smell it quite a ways away from my nose. First of all, taking a look at the color, kind of an orange amber, medium amber with orange tones, a little on the slightly cloudy, hazy side, and a good head. And I just got some on my nose. What do you know about that? All right. The aroma definitely has hops, but there's also something that's kind of different. It's malts, but it's more of a bready biscuit kind of thing. It's like toast or roasted toast or dough, not dough, more like biscuit, toasted bread, something like that. And a nice mild, actually, not an overwhelming hop aroma, but definitely some hops there. And a kind of a nice sweet malt character as well. Let's check out the taste. Ooh, extremely drinkable. I'll put that right up front. This is going to be an easy one for me to drink. Very flavorful. Not overpowering in the hops. Very well balanced. The body texture on this is probably about medium. Yeah, I'd say in the medium range. And there's a decent, good malty character as well, with a nice, powerful, assertive bitterness is a good word for it. It's got a nice bitterness going on here. I like that a lot. It's not like a lot of IPAs that sometimes they have a really floral or earthy or flowery IPA aroma and a real hoppy bitterness. This is really, it's more subtle than that, but definitely notable for the hops that are there. I mean, it's really, not hiding it in any way. They're not muting it in any way. It's clearly an IPA, and it's one that's got a real nice balance to it with a decent sweet malty character as well. As I said, this is an extremely drinkable beer. I like this one a lot, and it is a one-off, as I said, a one-time thing, I think. So in that sense, it's too bad, because this would be a nice beer to have more often. And it's only sold in the areas that were affected by Irene, the areas of New England that were affected by Irene. So you really have to kind of travel to that part of the country to be able to actually buy one of these and enjoy one of these, I think. But it's a very nice, worthwhile beer to have, though, I will say that. And I really like this one. It's a nice beer. It's from Berkshire Brewing Company. Berkshire's Good Night Irene West Coast Style IPA. Thanks for stopping by. I'll catch you again next time.